Good afternoon, Eagle, Nick, audits. How you doing? How you doing? We are live at the Eagle's Nest. And I got my clothes out there in the washing machine at the trailer on the corner where I was arrested at, trying to get them washed. Just thought we would check it out and see how many people might come onto the live stream. It was showing on the analytics that there is a lot of people usually on at this time, but we will see. You know what I mean, Vern? We got one viewer and one like so far is all it's showing, but I don't see anybody in that there chat yet. Feel free to step up and say hello, goodbye, or anything you might want to say. As long as you do not go too far, it will be okay. You know what I mean, Vern? Now we got 2 likes with only one person showing. How that is possible, oh EagleNick audits is just not knowing. You know what I mean, Vern? How can you have 2 likes with only 1 viewer? Hello, William L. How you doing? How you doing? Great to see you. Now, once again, I'm waiting on YouTube to take that there ad suitability off that live stream from this morning. It seems like here lately, every time I do a live stream, that automated system places that ad suitability on my content. I had to request a review by appealing it. They're always been taking it off of there and putting it fully monetized, but it takes from 12 to 14 hours sometime for them to review a 2-hour live stream, and I do not understand why it would take so long. Good afternoon, Jeremy Randall. How you doing? We are looking out the window at the Eagle's Nest. We are looking across the road. We are watching for any of them there Whitfield County Sheriff's Department officers or any of them there corrupt Dalton Police Department officers coming out here out of their jurisdiction like they've been known to do. See if we got any stalkers out and about. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, right before I came in and started my live stream, I seen a Whitfield County Sheriff's Department officer headed west up Threadmill Road, but they did not turn south onto my road. We will see if they circle back around. But you see, Snatchy, as I call this Motorola G Pure, has a monster zoom on it. Got a real good zoom on it. It pulls it in like it's right outside, and that's over 100 yards away. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. at least check out my shorts and my videos. I have videos of my audits of the Dalton Police Department, the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department, the Dalton Police Service, the United States Post Office, 3 different locations in Dalton, Georgia City Hall, the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. Good afternoon, JS. How you doing? Now, I got my clothes out there on the corner at the trailer I was arrested at. You can also see my arrest video on my YouTube channel, where I was arrested because they were doing a retaliatory tactic, retaliation, because of my audits. Now, they say it was because of my audits at the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia, but I know otherwise. Good afternoon. Javadas, how you doing? How you doing? No, that is Dolton, 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 Illinois. This is Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. And you are referring to Mayor Tiffany Henyard, I think is her name, in Dolton, Illinois. Hey, EagleNick audits wins that there lottery every time people lets them ads play on my shorts, videos, and live streams. I receive a few pennies every day from YouTube when people will allow them ads to play. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so, and hit that there notification bell. Once you have subscribed and hit the notification bell, keep a check on it every day, because YouTube likes to cut them off. You know what I mean, Vern? Hello, Samuel O. How you doing? How you doing? Is this that original Samuel O who came on my YouTube channel so long ago when I only had a few subscribers? We're up to 8,500 now. We are coming up on 9 months that I have been creating content for YouTube. I thought so. Welcome back, Samuel O. Great to see you again, my friend. How has time flew? You know what I mean, Vern? They are trying retaliatory tactics to try to stop EagleNick audits from having a chance to get out and exercise my constitutional rights. They have violated my rights all around. They are continuing to violate my rights, but all they are doing is opening up more lawsuits once it is all over, said, and done. And when it is through, it won't be fun. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, when they get up on that witness stand and they try to tell them their lies, they can kiss that qualified immunities goodbyes. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, once they perjure themselves, if they tell a lie on the witness stand, they go on that there Brady Gigolo list, meaning that their testimony is not reliable and cannot be used in court. And that will cause police officers to not be able to be hired by any police force. How it all turns out depends on just who all will be facing those federal lawsuits for violation of my constitutional rights. The more people involved, the more governmental agencies involved in violating my constitutional rights, the more lawsuits there will be. I do not sit, I do not beg, I do not roll over, and I do not play dead. I have not committed any crimes. I did not commit the crime of criminal trespass, damage of $500 or less. At any time, I was only exercising my God-given constitutional rights under the United States Constitution. Help EagleNick out. Share as many of my shorts and my videos as you possibly can. Help me reach 9,000 subscribers by September the 16th, if at all possible. Now, I am under 500 away from 9,000. I was at 8,513 the last time I looked. EagleNick audits. Know what I mean, Vern? Hello, Nirvana. Sybil. JS, them there videos. You know what I mean, Vern? Be sure to at least check out my YouTube channel before you just cast me off without giving it a second thought. Check out them there shorts and videos of the Dalton Police Department, the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office, the Whitfield County Courthouse, Dalton, Georgia City Hall, the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office, the United States Post Office, Georgia Probation Services Incorporated, Mohawk Industries, North Georgia Community Action Center, traffic stops by the Dalton City Police Department and the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. Check out the Dalton Police Department. 2 separate occasions where they was down here in front of my house on the road. The first time had a Hispanic man tell them to put both his hands out the window or they were going to pull their guns because the man was sitting in his car out of gas. I mean, the Hispanic gentleman was out of gas sitting behind the wheel of his car. 3 city police officers shows up onto a county road out of their jurisdiction. There was none of them deputized by the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office or the Georgia State Patrol, so they did not have arrest powers to begin with. They were threatening to pull their gun on a man sitting in his car out of gas. I'm sitting here telling them they're out of their jurisdiction. The main short little fat Dalton police officers tell me to get back in my yard and to shut up. But I would not shut up. Now, after they found out that he was out of gas, that little short, fat Dalton police officer had the nerve to tell me it's called mutual aid. They was trying to help the man. I got it all clearly on video of them saying, put both your hands out the window or I'm going to pull my gun. Now, how is threatening to shoot somebody, in other words, trying to offer them aid? That sounds more like Kool-Aid. You know what I mean, Burn? But EagleNick, audits don't drink Kool-Aid unless I make it myself. I don't drink nobody else's Kool-Aid. JS, a city police officer in Dalton, Georgia, does not have arrest powers on county roads unless they are deputized by the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department or the Georgia State Patrol. Now, they can chase somebody into the county, but this man was sitting in his car out of gas. There was no police chase involved. There was no call to service by a county sheriff's department. These city police officers, one of them had to see the man sitting there first, so they all decided they was going to go check him out and see what was going on. Now, like I said, the main officer who walked up to the driver's side was telling him, put both your hands out the window or I'm going to pull my gun. And he was telling me to get back in my yard, which I did not have to do, you know. And I kept telling them they're out of jurisdiction. They did not have no authority in the county. And like I said, after they found out the man was out of gas, the main officer was trying to tell me it's called mutual aid. He said, Mr. Nick, it's called mutual aid. He said it 2 or 3 times, said, Mr. Nick. The man was sitting behind the wheel of his car and he was out of gas. They was telling him to put his hands out the window or they was going to pull their gun. They was going to shoot him because he was out of gas. Now that whole situation could have had a very different outcome if that Hispanic gentleman had not have understood English, had not understood to put his hands out the window, and if I had not been there recording them. They could have ended up killing an innocent person all because they were out of gas. How would you like it, or what would you think if one of your family members was shot and killed because they had ran out of gas and was sitting on the side of the road in their car? They wasn't blocking the road. They wasn't causing no trouble. They wasn't blocking traffic. But they were out of gas. How would you react? How would you feel? What would you think? You can't make stuff like this up, but you can see it on my YouTube channel. All you got to do is check out EagleNick Audits on YouTube. You know what I mean, Vern? Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Now put me a cup of coffee water in the microwave, get it heat up for a minute and a half. Then I'm going to make me a cup of that there hot chocolate coffee. And I just call it chocolate coffee. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, before I started putting hot chocolate in my coffee, I always just drank my coffee black. I don't like cream and sugar in it, but I love that there Nestle hot chocolate. You can even see a video. I can't remember if I was live streaming or I was doing a video. I think it was just a video where I was inside the Dalton Police Service Center. I might have already ended it either way, whether I was recording or doing a live stream. And the police chief sent another officer out to tell me that I was trespassed from the Dalton Police Service Center because I had slandered an officer when I did a recording in there of some police photographs. The police officers hanging on the wall from certain years. Now, slander is libel or tort. It is a federal, it is a civil matter. It is not criminal. Now, I only kept that there video up for less than 2 days, and I retracted the video. I took it down. I deleted the video. I didn't even save the video. I lost all of that footage. I ran a retraction video that is still on my YouTube channel to this day. Now, I misidentified the police officer as another police officer with the Dalton Police Department that used to beat up drunks in the old Whitfield County Jail. Now, it did happen, but it was a different officer. The officer was fired, and I'm pretty sure he was charged. I do not know what actually came about those charges. I'm sure they swept it up under the rug. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, they swore an oath to protect and serve, but that is to protect and serve the citizens of the city, the county, or the state where they are employed, where their salary is paid by the citizens of that city, county, or state, not to protect their own, to make sure they get away with crimes that the average citizen would be spending years in prison for. Now, I'm going to go in here and fix that cup of coffee, and I'll be right back. Now, I have to go Monday to pick a jury, Monday, September the 16th at 9 a.m. at the Whitfield County Courthouse in the Superior Court of Whitfield County over a Class B misdemeanor criminal trespass, damage of $500 or less. Now, I went the other day up there to the courthouse and talked to one of the clerks in the magistrate court, and she told me that criminal trespass, damage of $500 or less, is handled through the magistrate court unless there is a second charge associated with it. Now, I only had the one charge, but they kicked me straight up to Superior Court in retaliation. Now, the penalty is no higher Whether you're in Superior Court or Magistrate Court, the only difference is Magistrate Court is city court, Superior Court is state court. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, I am not getting the equal protection under the 14th Amendment of the United States of America. I did not get that same protection that Mr. Butch Trammell received, who was charged with criminal trespass damage of $500 or less, plus a second charge, who is a homeless gentleman in Dalton, Georgia. His total bond was over $1,100. He got arrested a few weeks after I was arrested and got out, maybe a month or so. It's been nearly 2 months back now. I was arrested April the 18th. He was arrested toward the end of May or maybe early June or July, somewhere around there. I don't remember the exact date. Now, I had a $50 cash bond. Now, they would not let EagleNick audits do a $50 OR on recognizance bond where I just signed my name and got out on bond. Yet they let Mr. Butch Trammell sign his name on over $1,100 and get out on an OR on recognizance bond when he is homeless. I am a property owner. I co-own this property I'm at, all the way out to the corner with my siblings. I'm a registered voter in the state of Georgia. I am a taxpayer. I have had this same address for over 50 years. Can you smell that there retaliation? Yep, them there comment chat messages had stopped. I'm having to get them cut back on. Somehow or another, I was not seeing all that there chat that's been going by. Hello, Wilco, Roger that, Northwoods Press. Now, YouTube had them messages hid. Chris Wade, JS, Locks, everyone. They've had them there messages hid. I did not able to see it. Brother, I used to stomp around all through that there Summerville, Georgia. I used to hang out over there around Dry Creek. I used to love to go over to that there little country store on them back roads that was called Hootenanny's. Oh, EagleNick. Audits son-in-law actually lives over off Old Rome Road. His name is Joshua. Hey, Chris, did you ever go to that there Hootenanny's when it was open? Or did you ever go on them there boats floating down the river? There, Twin Pines or something like that it was called. They rented out kayaks. Hey, I used to go all up and down them there mountain roads and all them there back roads. Now I'm waiting on YouTube to take that ad suitability off that there live stream from this morning. Now, it shouldn't take 12, 14 hours for them to review a 2 hour video. And there is that there mailman. You know what I mean, Vern? Let me walk out here and check that there mail. Hopefully we got what I've been waiting on. I'll be right back. I still did not get that mail I'm waiting on, and if I don't get it this time, I will be going swearing out a warrant because I'm not going to put up with that postmaster stealing my mail. This time there will be a warrant filed. God bless you, Chris Wade. Thank you so much for coming in. Please be sure to come back anytime that you want to. I do not go to court until Monday, September the 16th, to pick that jury. Good afternoon, Stuart Meredith. I go Monday, September the 16th to pick out a jury. Then I reckon the court date itself is September the 30th. Hey, I will be calling the clerk of the Superior Court to testify about how many cases of criminal trespass damage of $500 or less has been tried in Superior Court, and I will be calling the clerk of the magistrate court, not just the deputy clerk, but the main clerk of the Superior Court and the magistrate court, the clerk of the magistrate court, to tell how many cases has been tried of criminal trespass damage of $500 or less has been tried in magistrate court. It is relevant because it has to do with retaliation by the Dalton Police Department. That is my right under the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution, or the 6th Amendment. It's either the 6th or the 8th, to call witnesses. It is the 6th Amendment. I will be calling them there people up to testify too, as well as I'm going to make sure that Lieutenant Bishop is called to testify, Lieutenant Locke with the Dalton Police Department, the police chief, Officer Andrews, Corporal Shope, as well as the postmaster of the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia. I am going to make them get up on that there witness stand and perjure themselves. If they're going to continue to tell them lies, they're going to do it under oath, so I can make sure that they go on that Brady Gigolo list, that their testimony is not reliable because they are willing to perjure themselves. Leon Musk, just because you change your name does not mean your words are not the same. You know what I mean, Vern? When are you going to learn? You can't hide who you are by hiding what you're called. We'll see you in 24 hours, trains, planes, and automobiles, and all other stupid names, otherwise known as Leon Musk. Oh, Leon Musk thought he could fool EagleNick by changing that there YouTube handle, but I am not fooled. I am not illiterate, and I am not stupid. If you mess with the eagle, you will get them there claws. You know what I mean, Vern. EagleNick audits. Now that there trains is not hid from the channel. They are still sitting on the live stream possibly. They just cannot reply to anyone. They cannot say anything more. I did not kick them out the door, but I'm not going to let them talk. I just hit that there mute on them. You know how it was last night in Northwoods Press when old Mike was a-talking and nobody could hear him. Old Trains is facing the same thing, but ain't nobody going to save him. You know what I mean, Vern? Old Trains is sitting. How come I can't say nothing no more? They ain't none of my words being written out there. What's going on? Hit him again. Dang, they got one behind the truck and then one in front of the truck. They gonna try to crush it like a beer can or what? Oh, they're pushing it up on some ramps. Now, it is illegal to work on a vehicle out in the middle of the road. You know what I mean, Vern? Yep, that old train came off the track. You know what I mean, Stuart Meredith. You know what I mean, Vern. That there train is gonna learn. As a matter of fact, I think I'm even going to call Mr. Butch Trammell up there to testify about his court case just to expose that there retaliation. Let him explain how he had criminal trespass damage of $500 or less, plus another charge. His total bond was over $1,100, yet they let him do an OR bond when they wouldn't let old EagleNick audits do a $50 OR bond. Now, my total bond at the start with wasn't but $400. Now, if you are any good at math, like old EagleNick audits is, 15% of $400 is $60. Now, I could not even be allowed to use the money off my Cash App card to post my own bond. I stayed in jail for 36 hours before my brother bonded me out. Now, I had $71 on my Cash App card the whole time that I was there. They never allowed me to bond myself out. Well, it looks like they're trying to push it up on the car ramps. Now, like I was saying, it is against the law to work on a vehicle on a public roadway or in a public parking lot. But we do not have to worry about that because the Dalton Police Department or the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office does not have the nerve to come down here and say anything to them about it. You know what I mean, Vern? 50 cents will get you $1 if you'd like to bet that they don't show up, because I say they won't show up. Now, the Dalton Police Department also pulled over a beat-up, run-down little green car right there on the corner, right there in front of the trailer I was arrested at. The same city police officers, just about all three of them, the little short, fat one, the big, tall, smiley one, I just called him Smiley. Now, if it had been one of their friends or one of their relatives, they wouldn't have given a damn. If that thing had been on fire rolling down the highway, they wouldn't have pulled them over. But it was somebody who was poor. They decided to pull the lady over. They took her to jail and they towed her car. Now, I have that video on my YouTube channel as well. I asked them there police officers if any of them were deputized. They would none of them answer my question. I also have the video of the wrecker truck towing away the woman's car. They finally put a tire in between them vehicles, like y'all said. It looks like they would have had somebody hold it up where it would have been up in between them. They just about pushed it all the way off them there car ramps. It looks like that chat has stopped again. Let's see if we can get it going. But I can guarantee you there will not be no police officers show up to say anything about them having a car up on ramps, a truck up on ramps down here on a public roadway. You know, not that I would try to get anybody in trouble anyway. What anybody does is their own business. All I'm trying to point out, other people can break the law while they are watching, because I can assure you there is someone from the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department and the Dalton Police Department watching this live stream right now. Good afternoon, JD187. How you doing, my friend? Great to see you again. Good afternoon, Ray. How are you doing this not so beautiful day in the state of Georgia? I hope the weather's a little bit better down yonder in Florida. Now I'm fixing to have to walk back down here to the trailer on the corner where I was arrested at to put my clothes in the dryer and get them dried. I've already should be done with the washing. I'm going to give them just a little bit longer to make sure they are done. It is an extra long wash cycle. One of them there Kenmore commercial washers. Oh, it ain't much different in that there Florida. It's raining a little bit up here in Georgia. Now, this is the first rain I've actually seen. It rained a little bit yesterday. I actually might need to go down here and put my bicycle in the basement so it don't get wet and get rusty. I'll be back. I might go down here and put my bicycle up for a little bit and walk out here and put my clothes in the dryer, and I'll be right back, everybody. All right, I'm back, and it appears I owe everybody an apology. That is not car ramps, that is a tow dolly. They are pushing it up on a tow dolly to tow it. I would like to apologize, EagleNick. Audits, you know what I mean, Burn? Hello, everybody. Be sure to subscribe to EagleNick Audits on YouTube. You know what I mean, Burn? Big angry squirrel. I told you, if it don't say big angry squirrel, don't come back in here now. Big angry squirrel. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to change that name. It's real easy to do. Go in there and edit your name and change it to Big Angry Squirrel. Big Angry Squirrel. Change it to Big Angry Squirrel and I'll let you stay. Otherwise, go away. You know what I mean, Burn? Big Angry Squirrel. Peeled forehead squirrel. You know what I mean, Burn? I like mustard on my biscuits and some of them there French fried taters. Mr. Bill Cox said I could get them there biscuits with mustard and some of them there French fried taters down there at that there Kelly's restaurant. You know what I mean, Burn, here in Dalton, Georgia. He only got put in a timeout for 10 minutes until he changes that there name to Big Angry Squirrel. Now, when I see Big Angry Squirrel and Peeled Forehead Squirrel, he will be welcome to stay. Otherwise, he's going to get a 24-hour timeout. Because I said Big Angry Squirrel and Peeled Forehead Squirrel. And good afternoon to you, Zach. How you doing, brother? Mr. Zach Perkins, is that how you come into a room saying, and why does it matter? We mostly learn to say hello first before we say anything else. Where I'm from Dalton, Georgia, in the United States of America. You know what I mean, Vern? It's called courtesy, morals, or manners, depending on how you look at it. Wouldn't you like to know how I own a house? What's your problem? You know what I mean, Burn? Here, Jelly, Jelly, Jelly. I got something for you, Jelly. You know what I mean, Burn? Jelly. Oh, EagleNick. Audits. You know what I mean, Vern? You will do what I say. You know what I mean. Don't look away. I'm right behind you. What? Who's hiding behind a mask? What you talking about, Willis? Come on, buddy. There ain't no reason to be scared. You know what I mean, Vern? What you scared of old EagleNick for? EagleNick audits. You know what I mean, Vern? Now that was some good chocolate coffee. Make sure to subscribe to EagleNick Audits. You know what I mean, Vern? Subscribe. Hit that there notification bell. Woo! I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, never heard of Kobe's Big Grayson Burger. EagleNick out. It's like that there Hardee's. Hardee's Big Bag. You know what I mean, Vern? Be sure to subscribe to EagleNick Audits. Hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting on? Hit that there like. Give me some likes. I want to like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. You know what I mean, Vern? Hit that there like. What you waiting on? Come on now. Don't be scared. If you're scared, just say you're scared. Ronnie, you better watch what you say. Nope, this is just EagleNick Audits natural voice. I am a Southern boy through and through. You know what I mean, Burn? This is the way I've talked ever since I could. I do my best even if it ain't good. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squires can have a ball. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive, 'cause you can't stomp us out and you can't make us run, 'cause when them old boys are raised on shotguns, we say grace and we say ma'am. If you ain't into that, then we don't give a damn. We came from the West Virginia coal mines, the Rocky Mountains, and the western skies. We can skin a buck and run a trot line, and a country boy can survive. I am very proud of my daddy's name, although his kind of music and mine ain't exactly the same. Stop and think it over. Put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. Good afternoon, Mr. Allen Davis. It's always 4:20 somewhere. You know what I mean, Burn? Time for them there frosted flakes. Get you up a heaping bowl of them there Kellogg's frosted flakes. They're great. Now, I've never heard Hank Williams III sing. I've heard he sounds pretty doggone good. You know what I mean, Burn? I am from Dalton, Georgia. Dalton, Georgia. Now, that's hillbillies calls it Georgia. I am located in between Dug Gap Mountain and Fort Mountain. I'm a valley boy. You know what I mean, Burn? I'm in that there valley in between two mountains. But I am a certified, bona fide hillbilly. That's all I am when it comes to it, really. I'd rather spend my time up there in them there mountains than down here in between with all them water fountains. You know what I mean, Vern? I'd rather take that there road less traveled that ain't nothing more than a trail than to ride on that asphalt and concrete, which will give you so much hell. Hey, try out that there cheese and chong if they got that vape where you're at. Now, they got cheese and chong up there in Carbondale, Illinois. I want to move to one of them there states where it's legal. All we got is that there Delta 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what I mean, Burn? I want some of that there real Mohican. You know what I mean? Tired of that there bull crap. They got them there Delta weights all over the state of Georgia and Tennessee. But I want some of that good stuff. You know what I mean, Burn? Hit that there subscribe button. Hit that there like. Don't be afraid. I won't bite. You know what I mean? Ho, ho, ho. And away we go with the EagleNick Audit Show. What are you looking at? Why ain't you subscribed yet? How come you don't hit that there like? I want to see some of them there likes. You know what I mean, Vern? Let's see it go up 19. We got 38 people in here and only 19 of them there likes. There you go. Climb higher, higher, higher. I want to see some more of them likes. Don't worry, old EagleNick don't bite. You know what I mean, Vern? Come on, it ain't gonna hurt you. Touch that little thing that says like. Double tap that there screen. You know what I mean, Vern? Oh, EagleNick audits only bites them there females, and that's only when they want me to. Good afternoon, speak the truth, okay. How are you doing today? You know what I mean, Vern? It is great to see you one more time. We're just chilling out and doing fine. How about you? It is WORRELL, Ernest P. Worrell. Yes, I love old Ernest P. Worrell. Mr. Jim Varney. You know what I mean, Vern? Let old Ernest come in your house and fix something. Hey, Lou, I wouldn't bite you. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to bite you. All I want you is to hit that there subscribe, that notification bell, and share some of them there shorts and videos. You know what I mean, Vern. Now, it don't cost you 1 red cent. Look, it don't cost 1 red penny or 1 red cent, rather, out of your pocket to hit that there like. You know what I mean, Vern? Even if you don't like EagleNick audits, one of them there words is still like, so hit that there like anyway. Now, if I could get a bunch of people to share a bunch of them there shorts and videos, it would really help my channel out. Now, the last I looked, I was at 8,513 subscribers. Now, I'm coming up on 9 months I've been creating content on YouTube. I created my first video on December the 23rd of 2023. Now, that is when I witnessed the Dalton Police Department violating a homeless woman's constitutional rights. More than likely, if he was alive today, his latest movie would be Ernest Goes in Front of the United States Supreme Court to fight them there constitutional rights violations in America. Spent $48 last night at the county fair. I threw out my shoulder, but I wanted that teddy bear. Now, speak the truth, okay, I do not think that Jim Barney was in that there bloodline of King John, so I don't think he would ever been allowed to run for president. You know what I mean, Vern? You have to be from that there bloodline to be considered. You know, can't just have anybody running the United States of America for them to have total control. It has to be someone from the bloodline of King John of Lackland, England. Now, 44 of the 45 presidents we have had thus far have all descended from King John. They are all from the same bloodline. The only one who was not a descendant of King John was Van Buren. She took over for Joe Biden, who is related, who is from that bloodline, because he bowed out. Actually, he was forced out. So what does that tell you? Kamala Harris does not stand a snowball's chance in hell of becoming the president unless she is in that bloodline, the same as former President Barack Hussein Obama was a descendant of King John, as was Bill Clinton and all of the Bushes and Ronald Reagan and Donald John Trump and Joe Biden and both of the Roosevelts and George Washington and John Quincy Adams and Thomas Jefferson, Grover Cleveland. If you can name all 45 presidents, when you get to Van Buren, he is the only one who was not a descendant of King John. Bill Clinton was a descendant, but so was Hillary Rodham Clinton. Hillary Rodham Clinton is Donald John Trump's 16th cousin. Yes, Hillary Clinton is Donald John Trump's 16th cousin. Now that there chat has dropped way down to 22 people. Well, it just went back up to 38. We got 22 likes. Now, I guess we're going to get ready to go ahead and end this live stream. I got to go back out on the corner to put them clothes in the dryer. They still wasn't done a while ago, but they should be done by now. I pray you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Now, before I go, I'd like to say, when you're out and about in your normal day, if you see anyone who looks like they may be struggling or hurting, please do not just pass them by. Do not turn a deaf ear or a blind eye. You never know when it could be you that is in the same type of situation. You're lost and all alone and just don't know what to do. Try not to think of people that you do not know as strangers, but more like a sister or a brother. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. Make sure you share some of them there shorts and videos. Help old EagleNick Audits channel to continue to grow. You know what I mean, Vern? Hit that there like button while you at it. It don't cost nothing. Don't be mad, get glad. Hit that there like and don't be sad. You know what I mean, Vern? EagleNick Audits. Inflation does suck. But right now we got Bidenomics. How's them Bidenomics working out for you? Come November, you know what to do. I am EagleNick. And I'm out.